guys, welcome back to JTB'Z. So there's a lot that's happened since we picked up last. The motor's now painted. It is very blue, the frame is very pink, and the firewall's Barney purple.
And so is the trans.
Yeah, the trans. We painted literally everything. Right now,
not done yet.
Yeah, we're not done. Right now, we're pulling this intake off. We're gonna paint these valve covers. And yeah, we're about to pull this intake off though. And I have no doubt I'm gonna have to use a pry bar. It's been pretty disgusting since I bought it. And we're gonna see whether this is the intake modeled after the Z28 and LT1 or just a regular quadrijet intake. So that's gonna determine whether he needs to buy a new intake or not. We did just decode this block again because last time we decoded it, it was forever ago, and we thought it was a 350 horse, but right here we have our stamping, M for Mexico, the 1 for the first month, or actually no, this is the 11th month, sorry. So that's November 26th. The I think that means 2 bolt, maybe 4 bolt. I don't remember, I forgot to look. And then the VP means it's a 260 horse motor. So he's got a Mexican 260 horsepower. All the tacos. I'm gonna get this intake ripped off of here and then we'll catch back up with you guys. Okay. All right, so I just broke this loose and we're gonna pull it off and see what it looks like in here. I'm pretty nervous, not gonna lie. I don't know what that is back there, but it looks like grease, I guess. It's really clean in here for what it is.
Yeah, not bad. It's got a little bit of like a coating of, what would you call it? I'm trying to think, carbon and a little bit of buildup from oil.
All right, here you go. What code did you say it was and it'd be modeled after?
A 36.
It's a 38. It's the quadrijet.
Dang it.
Looks like we're going to buy an Edelbrock.
Yeah. I don't know though, I don't have the money for that right now, so we're probably just gonna use that.
Wait, Steiner never gave you a price. He may sell it cheap.
No.
Just buy it. Horsepower. As if these heads aren't restrictive enough.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the quadrijet remodel from Holly. They labeled it as a contender series.
It's essentially a bone stock
Intake.
carbureted intake for.
And as you can tell, so that motor has 882 heads, which really aren't the best heads.
They're not bad, though.
They use them a lot in dirt track racing. And as you can see, you see all this carbon here. That is the size of the head port. These gaskets are pretty well matched with the head ports. See? There's not a really big lip between the gasket and the head, which, you know, that's I guess that's a pretty good thing. But then if you come here, this is all the carbon from when you have air and fuel going through. And some of it does kind of come back up a little. This carbon here is the outline of the size of the head port compared to the intake port. That is tiny. That is like kind of like the Edelbrock SP2P intakes. They were kind of for the fuel crisis so that people could throw these on their hot rods, get better fuel economy. This robs every bit of, let's just say, a lot of horsepower. So with this intake on there, this thing was definitely not making anywhere close to 260.
No.
So I'm probably going to help him because he's like, I don't have the money, even though he does.
I don't.
I'm going to help him buy an intake because that is not going back on that motor. I will not allow that. We're trying to go fast and do burnouts, not get fuel economy. Alright? Which, being that we haven't showed anything, this transmission, it now has the 5-speed manual in it. As you can see, we painted it purple because why not? The rest of the truck is also being painted purple, and we're doing decals with baby blue and pink.
We just don't know what kind of decals yet.
Yep. Because why not? But aside from all this, kind of, I mean, this is actually pretty dang clean. Aside from,
I mean, it's got some carbon.
Whatever that is, and yeah, there is some carbon, but
it's not bad. It's cleaner than yours was.
Yep.
Way cleaner than yours was.
Which, yeah, I mean, I was telling Taylor about how you do not use these gaskets because they are trash. And I know everybody will agree with me on that. You use RTV. You can take these and throw them in the trash. Gosh dang, that stuff has been on there forever.
Probably been on there since the motor, like whoever bought the motor bought it.
And put that intake on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see that one, it was leaking. Junk. Don't use it. But yeah, we're getting some few odds and ends here done up on Jailbait. We're gonna paint up the front accessories, put those back on. I think he's gonna buy a fuel cell for it, and then
either a fuel cell or like an 80s, 90s, early 90s K5 Blazer fuel tank.
Yep.
So if I go fuel cell, I'll have 20 gallons. If I go K5, I'll have 31. Depends how much
Pick
weight.
your poison. How much weight you want over the rear tires? Well, more or less behind them.
Yeah.
But we're getting places on it. I know we've skipped a lot on putting this thing together, but we're trying to get it done because
and pulling the motor out of that. And...
well, we recorded pulling the motor out of that.
Did we?
Yes, we did. But we're just trying to get it done because his Blazer is trying to commit suicide.
It's having 4L60 issues.
Yeah, there's a bug on you. Turn around. It's gone now. But anyway, I'm gonna text Steiner and see how much he wants for that intake, because I got $100 in my wallet, and we're probably gonna go get you another Brock. So we'll be back in a little bit. Back. We went and bought a new intake manifold. Performer EPS. It is a square port, and we needed a spread bore, so we bought a spread bore adapter because Street Demon, the goggle, it's got like the goggle eye, I guess is what you can call it, secondaries. But right now I'm going through, I'm cleaning all this up. We'll have to come back through and vacuum this up because I can't find our shop towels to lay in there. Gonna get this cleaned up. Taylor's gonna find some RTV, gonna put the gaskets in here, slap the intake on here, and carry on our way. And then we don't have to paint the intake or worry about cleaning the old one. All we gotta do is paint these, and pretty much everything's gonna be nice and shiny and pretty. So catch back with you guys in a minute. Alright guys, we got the new Edelbrock on there, EPS with the Demon. After we're gonna paint these tomorrow, so then it'll look pretty spiffy if I say so myself.
If it's not raining, that is. We'll paint them
if
tomorrow.
It's not raining. But you know, with a nice shiny carburetor and air cleaner and a brand new distributor and all that, I told them don't paint the new intake. But we're gonna bolt down this carburetor, maybe slap in the distributor real quick, and then probably call it a night. But we gotta find a plug for that, for the coolant passage. We moved his temperature sensor here.
We have the coolant thing that we got to do for the radiator.
Okay.
We're just going to paint it because it's rusty and gross.
Yeah, we moved his temperature sensor up here to the top of the intake, hoping that maybe that'll be a better spot to get an actual reading instead of the header interfering with it.
Just saying, that one's going to be a party.
Yeah?
Yeah, you want to know why?
Why is that?
Because we have to put this on it.
What? Oh, that. Well, you have to put what on it? You don't have to put anything on it, Takeo.
My throttle plate, my throttle thing.
You don't have an automatic anymore.
It's for my throttle, though. It holds my throttle in place.
You can literally buy one that just bolts to your intake.
Okay. It goes right here.
Or you could just buy one that bolts your intake.
Yeah, but I already have this one.
You're gonna need a longer bolt.
I don't know. Do you not have one?
No.
Oh. Okay, then I won't mess with it then.
I need to make one though. Because it's a good way to put yourself in trouble.
What's that?
Maybe the throttle will stick or something.
Oh.
I haven't had any problems with it yet though. I mean,
You also haven't driven it though.
my return spring does alright.
Yeah, see, I have a really stiff return spring, so we should be alright.
He's got to buy himself a new transmission cross member.
Yeah.
He's gonna buy the same one I bought for Lolly. And then I might do one more birthday present, I don't know. I might get him some more header wrap so that we can just completely cover the ugly.
I still have some.
Oh, do you?
I don't know if I have enough to do with both the headers, but
Because I'd like to completely cover the ugly.
well, if I had the money, I'd just buy a whole new set of headers.
Yeah, them Patriots work, man.
I know.
Which, by the way, as soon as it's not raining again, because today's the last day before it starts storming, I'm getting under my truck and I am wiring up my fuel pump. So, and then I got to do the front end. Mint.
It's yummy.
Yeah, I bet.
Yellow gas.
Yeah, it's all in your brand new intake now, too.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, we figure we'll save that intake over there for a rainy day for when we decide to build a gas mileage, old school wagon. Like
for road trips.
Yes, because small port, good fuel economy. So throw like another street demon on it because, I mean, it's a good happy medium carburetor. It's based off the Thermo Quad, so it's got the outboard float bowls.
Mm-hmm.
They're good carburetors.
Yeah, they are. We did our research on them, and they'll work for what we're gonna do with it.
Yeah, so with that intake and some clapped out 305, we should try and shoot for like 25 miles a gallon. I think we can
Or
do
more.
It. Yeah, I think
If
we
we
can.
can.
We can do it. We'll back
I mean, it's still
face-
gonna be a wagon though, so.
Yeah, we'll back face all the valves, do all these little small home remedy horsepower thingies. Well, horsepower. I mean, it's just better for flow. So it does help with horsepower. But yeah, we're slowly coming along with this. He's got his core support for this torn apart because he's putting the core support off of the Bappas on here since it's all rotted out, and he wants a nice one for the Bappas. So this will end up having a 90s grill on it. The Bappas will finally be able to rock that body kit bumper that he got for it. Oh yeah, we forgot to put that on.
Yeah.
We'll wait until all of the RTV and stuff dries.
Yeah.
I tell you what, after these are painted, like literally this motor would look so nice if it wasn't for these.
Mm-hmm.
So paint those.
Honestly, I'm probably just gonna save them and buy a set of Patriot headers. Because I hate those god-awful
Headmans.
Headmans. They don't fit. They're rusted and gross. And yeah.
I don't know why people talk so highly of Headman. Every single set of Headman headers we've had to beat the crap out of to put them in here. Every pair of Patriots we've had just go right in.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna take those gaskets back tomorrow. And get my money back.
Yeah, and then
Those are like $40.
Yeah, eventually get you some Patriots, and they come with good gaskets. So
Yeah.
So if you're gonna V8 swap an S10, I 10 out of 10 recommend Patriot headers on Amazon. They're like 140 or 150 bucks. They're the cheapest set you can get, but they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have a stupid donut flange
Nope.
like his used to. Probably that's probably why they cut them and just welded
Pipe to 'em.
pipe to them.
Yep.
They actually have a header collector.
And
so-
they actually fit around the steering shaft properly without having to beat the piss out of them.
Yeah. And same with on the passenger side, you don't have any issues. Like a lot of Headmans, they hit right here, the
Mine did.
flange.
I had to beat them.
Yep, my Patriots go perfectly in there. On both S10s that I've swapped with Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
And they're made in the USA.
Yes.
Oh yeah. We're just Cadillacing along with old Jailbait now. Hopefully we can get all this put together, get the front accessories painted, thrown on here, Then we can start throwing the core support back on, fenders. We got to cut the braces out of your hood for your air cleaner now.
Yeah. Well,
We had to run this adapter for a spread bore.
Well, I'm pretty sure that intake sits higher than that one anyway.
Oh, it does. Without
even without the spacer adapter. Yeah.
Now you have a good flowing intake.
Now I have a good reason to put a man-sized
cam in it.
Well, that and air cleaner, like
yes,
filter.
Yeah, see, your actuator pump is the reason why you can't run a lot of them.
Yeah.
But other than that, I love this carburetor.
Mm-hmm.
You get them in the box, you throw them on, and they immediately just fire right off. You don't really...
you just adjust them a little bit.
Yep.
And the screws are so easy to get to.
Yeah, right.
Because they're right here on the front.
10 out of 10, recommend this carb. They come pre-bench tested, like, well, I say dyno tested.
Yep.
They come dyno tested, and yeah, it's a really good carburetor. I've heard nothing but good things about them. Steiner runs one, you run one, I run one. Melman bought one for the Mazda.
Frosty has one.
Yep. But he runs his double pumper more than...
Yeah.
Because that one just sits on a shelf.
Yeah, but he's used it before. But
I like it because it does thermoquad things.
It's
you open them secondaries and it just...
Yeah, they're like a thermoquad, a quadrajet, and a... What's the other one?
I don't know.
The Ford one?
Motorcraft?
No, I can't think of what it's called.
Motorcraft
I don't know.
is trash.
Essentially, it's like a thermoquad and a quadrajet had a baby.
Kind of, in a way. It's mostly just a thermoquad.
Because it has the little baby primaries of a quadrajet, but it has a giant goggle.
But unlike a regular thermoquad, this is actually metal. It's not plastic, so you don't have that problem that most thermoquads do.
Well, it's aluminum, but...
Well, aluminum. Either way, it's still a metal.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than plastic. If you want a good carburetor, Demon.
And you can get them in vacuum or non-vacuum.
Secondaries?
Yeah.
And then you can do electric or mechanical choke.
Yep.
But I'm going to stop rambling on about parts. We're probably going to pack it up and go inside, take a shower.
Yep.
But hopefully this is a good update on Jailbait for you guys. We went with quite the crazy colors. Like I said, the rest of the truck is getting painted purple. So the purple that's there on the firewall, I'm going to try and talk Takeo into just painting these valve covers blue, because honestly it looks really good. I think it would really stand out, because then you have the purple there, you have the blue there, and then you have the pink there.
We're going to test it and figure it out.
We'll play around. But
they're either going to be pink or blue.